Yes, everybody, welcome back to Football United TV. This is Introduce Yourself, and I'm here with Rich from Eagle Eye Football. But first off, here's the intro. Yes, people, happy Friday indeed. Welcome back to Introduce Yourself show. I'm here with the one and only Rich from Eagle Eye Football, mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. First things first, thank you so much for your patience with me. And I'm just so glad to finally make my debut here.
Mate, yeah, thank you so much for coming on. And actually, you know, talking of the habanero wings, you've influenced me on my food choice tonight, mate. So well done, all right?
I'm grateful. If that's my way of apologizing, then I'm happy.
Brilliant. I'll have to invite you on again. Just for that. So, Rich, mate, this whole show's about explaining why you started your channel and how you feel about it at the moment. You said you've been doing it for about a year. Just explain to everybody, like, when you started, why you started, and where did it all begin for you?
Firstly, before I say that, if you do hear my wonderful daughter in the background, she sees the ring light. It's like showtime. Daddy must be doing something important. I'm going to make some noise. But anyway, you know what it was? I came across the whole YouTube thing quite late, even just watching stuff. Like I'd watch like shows like 442s and stuff, and I thought, oh, this is fun. But I didn't really kind of understand like people going live and stuff like that. And then I actually came across KG the comedian. I don't know if you're aware of him.
Yeah.
So comedian, Manchester United fan. Funny enough, like
Yeah.
I know his wife, which was crazy. So I just started watching his stuff. I started watching. I started watching his stuff, and I was like, "Oh, let me start supporting channels in a sense." So I'd like, whenever you open the lines, I'd chime in and stuff, and have my say about because he's a Man United fan and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It was just interesting that obviously I'm having my viewpoint as a non-Manchester United fan, and people in the comment section were like, "Oh yeah, this guy makes sense and stuff." I was like, "Oh, this is nice. This is nice." All of a sudden, he's like, "Stop telling your sister off." All of a sudden, he's like, "You should start a channel." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, you should start a channel. Like, you're well spoken. It looks like some of the community like you." And
at that time, mate, you're probably thinking like, hang on a second, like this is you must be joking, and then suddenly you get this sort of influence, right? You see other people, like you said, KG, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, who used to be on? He does stuff with Flex, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So he was like, "Yeah, you should go on." Another guy called Bradley, who was heavily on that channel, he was like, "Yeah, you should do it," and stuff. And it was just like, okay then, sort of thing. So obviously, it was just kind of like finding what to do it on and stuff. And
yeah,
I didn't do any research. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it on Palace, but I am gonna also just have general football chat as well and stuff. And like I spoke to the wife, and I was like, "What's your thoughts on it?" And she's like, "Yeah, go for it. If you think you're going to enjoy yourself, that's beautiful, sweetheart. If you think you're going to enjoy yourself, yeah, do it and stuff." So I set it up, and it was like, okay, so I just added like some recorded videos and so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden, people started to tune in, and it's like, and then the banter starts. And then it's, from that moment on, once I knew I had like a nice little community that was just on banter, it made everything easy, because then it wasn't so much of a, hi, I'm Rich from Eagle Eye Football. This is a serious chat about A, B, and C. It's more like, guys, how you doing? Let's have a laugh. You know what I mean? And
You said about COVID, didn't you, as well? You said, like, you know, not being able to go out and see your mates at the pub. And
and that definitely played a part, because on a normal day to day, you go to the park, you go to the pub, you go to a friend's house and chat football. You have banter to and fro with rival fans about football, the game we love. And we couldn't do that. So this ended up being a platform, an outlet, you know, which really, really helped, you know, and I'm still grateful for it now, you know. The one thing I want to definitely say is, I know a lot of fan channels get a lot of stick.
Showtime.
Literally. See ya. Yeah, I know a lot of fan channels get a lot of stick. Hey, sweetheart. But because I think the preconception is, oh, you're gonna say things against the club that you love for money. No. We are fans. We have the right to an opinion. Just like we go to a stadium and we may boo, we will cheer, we'll laugh, we'll cry, we'll sing, we'll shout. This is what it's about. No fan has a divine right to say their opinion is more valid than another fan.
Right, yeah.
You know, yes, you may disagree. That's standard. But you do it so with respect, you know, and banter. Always banter. You always got to have the banter.
You've got to have banter. If you're not having banter in football, there's no point in enjoying it, because it's all about enjoyment at the end of the day, isn't it? You know, no one wants to really get into football and not have every day have like to battle people. It's not politics necessarily. It's like you said about opinion, and you can't say that your opinion should be higher than somebody else's. I actually learn a lot from a lot of the people that I chat to when we talk, like, you know, like this right now. You know, you learn from people and what they're doing and what they see, and you kind of have to make your own conclusion to it, I guess, inside, and go, you know what, he makes sense. So yeah, I'm taking that on board, and not be like a hypocrite and just sort of stick with the one thing just because you think you have to, just because you said it once. You know how people say that the term flip flop, and I'm like, well, it's okay to be a flip flop every now and then. You got to change
How
your
can
mind.
anyone criticize someone for changing their opinion? It's mad.
I know, right? And I'm like, how can you do that? Like, of course you're going to change your mind if, say, your favorite player in the world, and you're like, he's never going to be rubbish, I'm never going to hate him, and then say like he just suddenly becomes really bad. You can't. I mean, you've got to flip flop. You've got to change your mind.
Absolutely, a great example. And listen, I get. This is where most of the banter comes my way. Jean-Philippe Mateta, our striker. I was like, get rid. No, he's not good enough. We can't pay 15 million. Stop playing him. If we play him 15 times, we're going to spend 15 million on him. Now it's, geez, he's our number one striker. Edward, you need to work harder and stuff. Because he's obviously changed my opinion based on the evidence that's come before me.
Yeah.
We all got to change our opinions on things.
I guess it's like Xhaka, isn't it, from Arsenal? You know, like, I mean, maybe a year or two ago, like, I think everybody wanted him out. And I'm pretty sure right now that Arsenal fans probably like him at the moment. He's doing quite well. So you have to change your mind. And sometimes these things can happen where the player you hate the most becomes like your favorite player, or vice versa. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely spot on. It happens in every walk of life, you know. It's just how things go. If everything was so one way, we'll hate each other. We have to have differences in opinion, because it brings about discussion, dialogue, maybe a change of opinion, banter, the lot.
You know, you get too many people, don't you, that just try to like sort of say what I'm saying is absolutely correct. And you need the comments as well, don't you? When you're doing this sort of stuff, just to sort of see what people write. And actually, we got a few here from Talk MU. He says, "Yo," he says, "Welcome, Rich. Big up." And
my guy Jordan, co-host, one of the co-hosts.
Boys. Oh, nice to meet you, mate. Hey, Matt and Rich. Also, we got a subscriber from Jamie Phillips Football Chats.
He's a top lad. He's a top
Thank
man.
you very much for that. So, mate, going on Crystal Palace then a little bit. What are you thinking about the season? It's been terrific. I know you battered Arsenal recently. You've had your last couple of games. I know the semi-final. You went to it as well, I believe, right? It's a shame you couldn't really have Gallagher, mate, for that one. I'm really disappointed that rule's in place. But what are you making of Crystal Palace this season so far, mate? I think brilliant on the eye.
Listen, I mean, and Jordan obviously in the chat, he will testify to this as well. From us being a part of the bus side and relying on Wilfred Zaha and to an extent Eze last year, to now saying, well, we've got Eze and Eduardo on the bench. Like, it's crazy. Patrick Vieira in one season has transformed us completely. I can't believe how he's done that. Like, how we're playing football, we're mixing it with the big boys. You know, I think the only thing we lack is experience. You know,
Right,
and
yeah.
that told on Sunday. Because I mean, I guess we had the Leicester defeat, which we thought maybe their minds are on the FA Cup semi-final. Understandable. In the FA Cup semi-final, first off, we matched Chelsea to a T. You know, and I think we had the only chance with Coyote's shot. But then the second half, you could tell Tuchel adapted. But then when we adapted, it became negative. Like Ayu came on and we literally lost all sort of sense of shape. You know, and I guess in those areas, we may need a few more experienced heads in the squad, I'd say. Because considering last season, we've got a very, very young squad. I think our average age is, I think only Arsenal, I could be wrong, but I think only Arsenal are younger as a squad.
I've heard that.
So I'm just, the experience obviously from we were loud and proud. It was amazing. It was so good, you know, and but like I said, I guess we could have given a better account for ourselves, especially in the second half. Regarding Gallagher, the rules. So that I'm gonna have to put my hands up and say, listen, the rules are the rules, and we would have known that before the game kicked off. I guess the only irking thing is the fact that it was a cup match, because we always knew for Prem, but in the cup you're not guaranteed to play against your parent club.
Right.
Now I guarantee, had it been, let's just say, who's been playing for Chelsea that's been terrible? Even let's just say Kepa, for example.
Yeah.
Right. I reckon Kepa would have been allowed to play if he was at Palace, because they wouldn't have seen him as much of a threat.
Right. Yeah.
And stuff. So I guess if the rule's going to change, I think it should change just solely with cup matches, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the rules are rules, mate. You know what I mean? You can't do anything about that, can you? But I think he probably felt a bit sad. You know, his parent club.
He was devastated.
Yeah, because he could have probably made that game a little bit different. I'm not trying to say that Palace just need that one player, because he's not your best player. Like I say, you have got a phenomenal team at the moment, and I think you know, keeping Patrick Vieira there as well, and then building the team in the summer, it's going to be amazing to see Palace next season. I think even Europa League places next season.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think we've still got slow steps. I mean, we're still trying to finish in the top 10 and stuff, and that would be an excellent season, you know.
Yeah, because you're 14th now, aren't you? That's right.
Now, yeah. I mean, the Newcastle game was quite disappointing, but that could be an FA Cup hangover. But we were just not at the races, especially first half. Second half, we played a lot better, just couldn't find the back of the net. But had we did win that, we would have been ninth. So it's not out of reach yet, but we need to start picking up points again, you know. And so next season, we've still got a massive clear out to do. There's still a lot of players that we need to let go.
Who would you like to let go, mate? Who's on your list?
Teke, Ayu, Gyro, Tompkins maybe, but we need to buy centre back.
What happened to Benteke, mate? I mean, wasn't he at Liverpool at one point?
Yeah, he's just not really cut it for us. He's had the odd season, but nothing more than that, to be honest. Nothing more than that. and especially now that we're playing with the ball, we're not lumping balls up front anymore. So he's become not needed. you know,
He was playing. I mean, he was playing in the Belgium national team as well, right? I mean,
and he's a regular there,
right? So I just find that strange, but I think I agree with you on that. I think he needs to move on. Anyone you'd bring in as well, mate? who are you looking at? Who's on your radar?
So we've already signed Luke Planch, who will join us from Derby next summer. I like the of Jed Spence, who's on loan at Forest from Middlesbrough.
Right, okay.
We need a right back bad. Like Nathan Ferguson can't stay fit. Who else? We just holding midfielder. We're linked with someone from Rennes. I can't remember his name. JC probably remember me. And then we need a cover left back as well, because Tariq Mitchell is our only left back. So.
Yeah, mate. I mean, do you think maybe? Would you reckon with Gallagher though, mate? Do you think that you might be able to keep him there for another season? Do you think Chelsea are going to want to bring him back? I know they want Rice as well, and I don't know what Chelsea are going to do, especially with their circumstances at the moment. What do you think, mate? Do you think you got?
I think we've got a chance. It's just going to be based on evaluation because, like I said, we've got other areas that need filling, and I know Dougie wouldn't want us to become the club that starts splashing 50 million around, on one player, because we could get 3 or 4 in for that amount of money. So I would love him. I'd love him to sign permanently, but I just don't want us to get absolutely wrecked. And but I'll take a season-long loan. Another loan.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Let me take
I'd take him at Man United. I'd take him at Man United, mate. I would, honestly. I think Gallagher's, to be honest, probably player of the season in my eyes. Not even young player of the season. He's been phenomenal, mate. I know he isn't going to win anything at all, but big up to Rich as well, mate. You know what I mean? Juggling both things, mate. This is how hard it is, you see, guys.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Let's read out some comments then for you, mate. Where are we? Static says, Matt, don't you dare mention Xhaka again. I still want him out. El Neni is better than him. Facts. He was excellent against Chelsea. Rich, bad luck for this weekend. Palace were so unlucky not to get to the final. Completely agree. Sorry, last weekend. Jordan says, Brexit ball to ball playing football. Zaha FC, best young talent in the Prem. Still work to do. Need more senior players in there, but give him a few more years and we'll be cooking, hoping he stays. Do you agree with that, Jordan? Rich, agree with Jordan?
Yeah, that's hard to say. But if we get a decent offer for him, and as long as we keep Elisa, then if he goes, he goes.
What about this one here from Jordan? Unironically, we missed Gallagher in the cup. Yeah, no.
We did miss him. We did.
Did indeed. Big up family from Charlie Millen all the way out in Rio. Evening, guys. Love Palace. Such a talent pool of ballers in that area. Vieira has been fantastic. Big up to you, Amondi, from the Man United agenda. Jordan says, shout out to Gallagher. He clapped the whole Palace fans, took pics, sat on the Palace bench, stayed with the team that night before in hotel, etc. Class for him. Allow Ayew third most foul player in the Prem with hardly any game time and a month off with AFCON. Ayew is a perfect bench player. Oh, okay. Decore from France.
That was him.
Right, yeah. If they get Rice, a deal is on. Do you reckon? If they
absolutely, get Rice, because Gallagher wouldn't want us to sit on the bench.
But wouldn't that be for Chelsea? I mean, what happens if they go, we don't want him, and then he turns out to be world class, better than Rice, the best thing since sliced bread? What do you think? That's a
I
big
hope they do that. He could be world class for us.
He is already. I think he is. I think he's amazing.
He's been brilliant.
He's young and he's
hungry as well.
Oh, mate, he's so hungry. I mean, he kind of reminds me a bit like Jude Bellingham, like just the way their careers are going. I mean, Jude Bellingham's only 19 at Dortmund. It's amazing to think that he's only 19 at Dortmund. It's like incredible. He's already on the biggest stage in world football at Champions League every year. It's just absolutely incredible, mate. So where do you think Palace will finish up then? And what do you think of the next game? Are you playing Leeds?
Leeds at home.
Right.
We'll definitely be rocking, and it's a team we don't like. So, yeah, we need to get them back because we lost at Ellen Road. We weren't good that day, but we conceded a 93rd minute penalty, which Rafinha put away. So we need to get them back for that, and especially with the fact that Leeds running ain't easy. And they're getting dragged right back into that relegation fight. So if we can help them along the way, all the better.
You don't think you're not in fear of being relegated? I mean, surely you're. Fine. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're fine. But that could cause a problem for us because we could be on the beach. Because there's not really anything. Well, we can fight for top 4, obviously, but top 4, top 10. Sorry, but some of the players might have checked out and stuff. So hopefully that's not the case.
That's a really good point. I was speaking to someone today at work, actually. We're talking about Southampton and their performance against, who were they playing yesterday? Was it Burnley? And they won, didn't they? And you kind of think Southampton, they're not going to get relegated. They ain't playing for anything. It just seems like they've just got their thoughts of where they're going on holiday. Do you know what I mean? Like they've got nothing else to play for. They don't have to worry about getting relegated. So it's just sort of like, well, let's just chill, relax now for the next 6 weeks. But that doesn't help teams around that are trying to get.
This is it. And we've got to take advantage of the fact that Leicester are in a cup competition, you know, because their form's not been great in the league because of how great they're doing in Europe, you know. So there's opportunities for us to take that top 10 spot, and we've just got to make sure that we do it.
Where do you think you finish then, mate, end of the season?
Realistically, I'll say 11th.
I reckon so. I reckon it's possible. To end it up, mate, because we're nearly at the end, what would you say to anyone who wants to, or any advice to anyone who'd want to start up a channel or just be able to express themselves like through social media? Like, what any advice for anyone?
Start. I guess like I always use the phrase, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, you know, and if it starts and it doesn't work out for you, at least you tried. You know, I guess you wouldn't know. So whether that's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever it is, just give it your best shot. You know, you just never know what could come from it and stuff. But also think about the fact that who you could interlink with and meet. That's the bigger goal. If you see it as more of a, listen, I'm in this space to meet new people and chat about football, the game that we love, as opposed to, oh, look how many subscribers I've got. You enjoy it more. You won't be stressed from it and stuff, you know. So, yeah, like I said, there's nothing better than just chatting to people about it.
It's great, mate, isn't it? And like you said as well, you had Michelle Sanchez. Big up to her. Yeah, it's just nice to meet people around the world, isn't it? Like to hear about what's going on over there in like the Americas. Like we've had fans on from like Australia and fans on from Singapore, and do you know what I mean? It's cool. And like you said, during the coronavirus lockdowns and all that, it's just nice to be able to escape when you can't escape. Would you agree with that?
No, absolutely, you know, and I think there's a lot of other people that started something during that time, and it's good because honestly, like we've all got to look after our mental health. You know, it's not something that we can just brush aside. You know, and football brings a range of emotions. You know, and if talking about it is our outlet, let it be that.
Brilliant ending words, mate. We'll shout out a few more here. Comments, mate. Roy Burrow says maybe move rooms, mate.
You know what? To be fair, like my wife's working late today, so she'll normally have the girls when I'm doing something. So I
Absolutely
do apologize. I hope I haven't ruined your experience.
This is raw. This is how it has to be. Like we don't want you to be like in a Sky Sports studio where it's all like you know, clean and like, you know, you
Yeah.
can say whatever you like, and it's really cool, man. Do you know what I mean? It's good
Appreciate
to. Jordan says another RLC situation if he goes back
Ruben
to Chelsea.
Loftus-Cheek, yeah.
All right, okay.
He was great for us as well, and he went back to Chelsea.
He's not doing too bad recently, is he? He's been getting
been
in the
doing
starting
really
lineup. Solo from the Man United agenda. Big up Matt and Rich. Big up to you, Solo. And Glorious Botafogo. News in English. Hey there, lads. Big up, Rich. Big up to you, everybody. Smash like, share, subscribe if you can. It means so much. Solo's having a little laugh now. Right, mate. That's the end now. Where can we find you, bro? Where can we find your amazing channel? If you didn't watch the start, please scroll back and check out Rich talking about why he started the channel and how it all happened as well. Rich, thank you so much for coming on, mate. Where can everybody find you?
So you can find me on Eagle Eyed Football on YouTube. I big up Jordan in the chat. He's a co-host, and obviously Nate as well. We cover predominantly Palace content, but we also do a Sunday night show, which you always invite on to, Matt, called Get Amped, and that's a fan call-in show. So we talk about the weekend's performances. We've got a women's football review as well. So yeah, we do a variety of stuff. So come check us out.
Brilliant, Rich. Thank you so much for.
Sorry, and we link with Botafogo, hence Glorious Botafogo's here.
Right, yeah, I put that up.
Yeah, so we do some stuff with them as well. Give them a check out too.
That's a Brazilian channel.
Yeah, it's because our owner bought their club.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, so that's where the link comes in. Yeah.
Well, you should check out Glorious Botafogo. You should check out. I got Marley. He's from Rio. He's my co-owner on the channel, and he's from Rio. He supports Fluminense. Did a show.
Oh, the F word.
Well, this would be fun. We might have to get him on, mate. Maybe does he do shows? Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got his own channel or something.
Yeah, we'll get in touch maybe, hopefully, and sort something out. But mate, thank you so much, and enjoy your. There's the love hearts. Thank you so much, mate. Yes, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, hang on, he's coming in now. Look. No F word allowed. I'll get Marley to make sure he watches this back. Actually, we're on in about half an hour, so come check us out for an Arsenal versus Man United preview. This is the Introduce Yourself show on Football United TV. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you again in half an hour. Rich, take care, bro.
Thank you very much. Take care.